Hey y'all, welcome to Toni Summers Tarot. This week we are asking our departed loved ones to share messages with us from beyond in a mediumship pick-a-pile tarot reading. But before we begin, we are going to create a sacred container where we welcome in and we invite our higher selves, as well as calling upon Christed consciousness to please join us at the table. Let's get a little bit more fire on that. There we go. We command our sovereignty in this time, dimension, place, and space. And we disinvite and we disallow all beings, energies, and entities of less than Christed consciousness. And now we set our intentions by calling forth in the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit. We welcome to the table now and we invite our angels, ancestors, guardians, and guides, guardians of the four corners, mother of the earth, father of the sky, and sacred ones. We welcome you all to the table. We ask you, please be present with us. Please help us to understand and to interpret these messages to the best of our knowledge as we receive them. Thank you. Okay, so welcome to my table. If you are new here and if you are a returning viewer or subscriber, thank you so much. I'm so glad to have you back. Also, thank you to everyone who's already taken the time to subscribe. Love you all so much. If you wouldn't mind, give me a like, maybe a subscribe, a share, whatever floats your boat. I would appreciate it so much. My channel and the algorithm would appreciate it so much as well. And also, speaking of algorithm, if you don't know, I've been around here on YouTube now for about 2 years. I started out as a twin flame channel. I did daily 45-minute readings every day for a year. And then after that, I switched to weekly, monthly twin flame readings. I did monthly horoscopes, zodiac type tarot readings, kind of moon readings. I've done all sorts of things. And in the last few months, I've just kind of settled into these mediumship, talking to the dead readings. And so what I wanted to know is, how can I serve you, my audience? What would you like to see? Would you like to see just general tarot readings? Would you like to see just general pick-a-pile readings? Pick a pile for, twin flame, or what is he thinking, or what is she thinking, or would you like twin flame? Let me know, what would you like to see more on this channel, and what your thoughts are on how this channel should grow. Also, if you're looking for me elsewhere on the internet, you can find me at Toni Summers Tarot on Instagram, or you can find me on at ToniSummersTarot.com. I can't talk. ToniSummersTarot.com, my website. The link is down below. So let's look at our decks for today. We are going to be looking at the Guardian Angel Messages Tarot by Radleigh Valentine, the Talking to Heaven Oracle deck by James Van Praagh, and the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards by Kyle Gray. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. You could just be one little sentence in this reading that's what you're supposed to hear, and the rest of it doesn't mean anything to you. And that one little sentence, that's what you were meant to hear. That's why you're here. You're here for a reason. Trust it, believe it. And speaking of trusting and believing, it's time to tap into our intuition. I'm going to show you all 3 piles. You're going to choose which one resonates with you. If you need to pause, take a break, connect to your intuition, and let's see which pile jumps out at you. It may be you may just instinctively know. You may hear a sound in your head, or you may just need to pause and see which one feels right. But we're going to choose between these 3 piles. Pile 1 is going to be the white skull. Pile 2 is going to be the purple skull. And pile 3 is going to be the black skull. So just repeat. Pile 1, pile 2, and pile 3. The links are down below. I see y'all down there. Welcome back, pile 1. If you chose the white skull, let's see what messages your dearly departed loved one has for you today. So up first, we have a card to represent the person who has passed on. And I love, this is one of my absolute favorite cards in this deck. This is the White Eagle, the ancestor spirit. His message for you is to connect to your lineage. A family wound or pattern could be healed now. So this is most likely a relative of yours. This is probably a male relative of yours. So a father, a brother, an uncle, or grandfather, or cousin, okay? But this is somebody who is definitely one of your ancestors. ancestors. And this is somebody who you very much, this masculine energy is probably someone who you respect, okay? The message here says, take some time to honor just how far you have come. Recognizing through ceremony and ritual the shifts in your awareness, healing, and journey really allows you to move into a state of grace and gratitude. So, I mean, hear that again. Recognize through ceremony and ritual the shifts in your awareness, your healing, and your journey. It really allows you to move into a state of grace and gratitude. You have recently had an opportunity to heal an old family wound or pattern. So you either recently or you're going to very soon have an opportunity to heal an old family wound or pattern. It's important to connect with your family and spirit so that you can set a new energy of love in place. White Eagle is bringing your ancestors through to you and allowing you to know that they are happy and well. He is sounding his sacred drums to help clear your spirit. I love that message so much. This is a masculine energy who is one of your relatives, ancestors, who is really here to help you, not only support you. This person is very supportive of you, but wants to help heal your ancestry and lineage by starting with you, letting the buck stop with you and the healing begin with you, okay? So card number 2, looking back on their life, how did they see it? This is such a gorgeous energy. The 9 of water, the 9 of cups. They were very happy. Their cups overflowed. This is somebody who had a very good life, okay? They had a lot of their wishes and dreams come true. And as such, this is somebody who really did live a very good life. And as such, they want the rest of their ancestors and their lineage, including you, to have such a happy and good life, okay? So card number 3 asks a lesson that your ancestor would like to share with you. We've got the 8 of water, or the 8 of cups in reverse. And, you know, this may be, the message to me is kind of like, this may be a scary moment in your life. But the thing is that in your heart, you already know their choice, the choice that is the right choice for you to make. But there could be some fear here, okay? And so the message that they're saying is to trust yourself, to have faith, know that you're not walking. I love this. You see the angel with them. Know that the path that you're on, you're not alone. They are walking with you. And so don't be afraid of the choice that you have to make. But it feels to me a lot of times when the 8 of Cups shows up that this is a choice that you need to make. And that it can be very scary. Sometimes that's a very scary choice to make. And so they're asking you not to be afraid, to trust your heart, to have faith that you know the right path. And that they wish they had trusted their heart more. They wish that while they were alive, that they had had as much faith in themselves as you do, okay? And so they're telling you, have faith and know that you're not alone. They are walking right here, right beside you, okay? So card number 4, something that they wish that they had paid more attention to. I love this. The Ace of Water, love. Okay, so this is definitely the energy of either love, the actual, you know, having love in their life, or controlling their emotions and their feelings. Here's the thing. I feel like they had a lot of love in their life, but I'm not sure if they were able to express it. You notice all these water cards, okay? To me, this really comes across as somebody who felt a lot of love and probably had a lot of emotions, a lot of feelings, but I also feel like they didn't always express it as well as they wanted to, okay? Because, you know, right here it says, you know, a lesson that they wish they shared. I feel like they weren't able to express themselves fully the way they felt. And also I feel like because they loved someone or something, they may have made a choice that they didn't necessarily want to make. It wasn't a choice that they want to make. They had to make it because it was what they thought was the best for somebody else. And so that's what they're telling you, not to be afraid to make choices that are in alignment and congruent with your path, okay? And know that this is your path and that you're not walking it alone, though, okay? And so one thing that they really want to say, though, is something they wish if they paid more attention to is either they wish, you know, they were aware of the fact they had all this love, but they wish they had either expressed how they felt more, okay? They wish they had said, I had so much love and happiness in my life. I wish I had told the people around me that I love them more. This comes across as a very masculine energy, maybe holding on to those words, not saying I love you as much. Or alternatively, they had a lot of emotions and they may not have been very good at controlling their emotions. They may have let their emotions, there was a lot of love they wanted to give, but sometimes love can come across in funny ways. You know, you can love your child, but if your child acts out of line, you may have to discipline them. And that discipline comes from love. And that child may not see that discipline as love. All they may see is that their parent is kind of stressed out or frustrated or whatever it is with them. Okay. And so they may have had a very hard time expressing their emotions, or they may have overly expressed their emotions. Okay. But they definitely had a lot of love, and they wish they had paid more attention to their feelings and how they expressed their feelings. Okay. So a message to you from your ancestor. I am just gobsmacked by this one because look, the feathers. There's so many feathers. Look at this. There's the feather here. There's the feather in his headdress. And now here we have the feather in this message here. So I would definitely tell you to be on the lookout for feathers from your ancestor, because this is definitely a message from them. I am not dead. Only my physical body is gone. And I know now that our bodies are just a small part of who we really are. I'm aware that you miss my voice and my physical presence, but my soul and my spirit are very much alive. The times when you felt my energy, I really was right there next to you, and I am even now. We each have a unique energy fingerprint, and when you recognize mine, I'm with you. Trust that feeling. I'm actually more alive now than ever before. Gone are all the distractions and the stressors that I allowed me to rob me of the enjoyment of my life. Now I see how trivial everything was, and that all that ever mattered were the important priorities of love, family, and friendship, caring and helping. But I've also discovered how to turn my regrets into learning and growing. I ask you now to do the same. I see now that I never had anything to fear. There is no death, and nothing bad can ever happen to anyone in spiritual truth. Of course, it's important to be smart and to be careful and to always follow your inner guidance, but please don't forsake joy because fears, and please don't forsake joy because of fears, because there's truly nothing to fear. What a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful message. And so that's kind of the energy here. You know, the message was a lesson that they would like to share. And, you know, this is about, don't be afraid to follow your heart and know that you're not walking this path alone. You are fully supported. So just don't be afraid. There's nothing to be afraid of. You are fully supported, and you are so, 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 so loved, and they want you to be just as loved and happy as they were. Okay. All right, card number 6 asks, how are they doing on the other side? They are just full of love. They really want you to know they are relationships that didn't work out on this earthly plane with them are healed, and they are really expressing their fullest expression of themselves, and they're able to keep their emotions in check and be able to show love and feel love. And so they are really surrounded by love. Also, I love this. That is the number 6. That is literally the balance of the materialistic and spiritualistic. So they are living this very balanced, happy, loving relationship oriented life on the other side, and they're very happy and expressive, and they want you to feel the same amount of love that they do. Okay. Card number 7 asks, how will your loved one communicate with you in the future? The 5 of Pentacles, the 5 of Earth. Now this is a very interesting one because you see how she is literally opening the door. So I swear to God, if my door opens right now, I'm going to scream. You are going to witness me scream, YouTube, because sometimes that door will open when I'm doing these mediumship readings. But it's kind of like that. It's going to be a knock on the door, an opening of the door. There's going to be, or a door leading you somewhere. Like all of a sudden you'll be walking down the street, and all of a sudden you'll see, you know, it could be the same street you walk 30 times, but all of a sudden you just notice this door going to a shop that takes you somewhere. They're going to literally open doors for you. They're either going to knock physically. You'll hear my door. You'll hear sometimes it'll go knock, knock, and then it'll open. That'll happen. That's your loved one communicating with you. They will literally open doors of opportunity for you. So when suddenly a door of opportunity just appears, or if a door was shut that you very much thought you were on the outside of, that you were not going to have the opportunity, and then just it seems as if suddenly it opens, that is your loved one on the other side, very much communicating with you, letting you know, again, you are not walking this path by your alone. If you will have faith and trust, you know the right choices, the choices that are in alignment with yourself. Don't be scared to step out on that branch and take that risk. Because remember, the sweetest fruit is out on the edge of the branch. You got to climb out onto that branch to get that sweet fruit sometimes, okay? All right, card number 8 asks, how can you better honor your loved one? I really, really love this message. And this is probably the most powerful message we're going to get in this reading. The 5 of water, the 5 of cups. You have to let go of the past. There's 2 things. If you are still holding on to the pain and the regret and the sorrow over losing them, they're asking you, please, please, please let that go. And know that where they are literally more alive now than they have ever been. They are joyful and happy and expressive and just able to not have that human constraint. They're just able to live now. So please, please, please let go of pain, hurt, sorrow, or regret regarding their passing. The other thing is if you are holding on to the past, if you are living in the past, if you are not living in the present, they're asking you to please let go, because you're never going to get anywhere. It's like driving a car, looking in the rearview mirror and acting surprised when you crash into the tree. Of course you crash into the tree. You are not looking where you're going. You're looking in the rearview mirror. You can't possibly see where you're going. Obviously you're going to crash. That's what they're asking you very clearly. Please let go of past disappointment, regret, and give forgiveness to not only others, but yourself. The number one person, it's so easy to forgive others. Most of us can do that. I'd say I've forgiven like 99% of people in my life. There's probably at least 1% I haven't forgiven. But how hard is it to forgive yourself? It's difficult, right? It's very difficult. Sometimes you just get so much regret just built up, and they're saying that does you no good. It just creates a bottleneck in your life, and it keeps you from being able to move forward. And they want you so much to be able to move forward, to live with happiness, okay? And the very last message from your loved one is guidance for your path before the 2 of you say goodbye. Look how gorgeous. Number 3, the Empress is showing up. It says, you have shown faith in your dreams. You've gotten the skills to attain your dreams. And so now is that time to step out on that limb and go after what you want to accomplish. Determination and devotion is going to be rewarded with abundance and prosperity. So don't be afraid. Get out there on that limb and get that sweet fruit. They are telling you now is the time to create abundance. Take daily affirmative action in the direction of your dreams, and don't be surprised when you see your dreams come true. Know that you are not alone. And even White Eagle here, he said, hang on, I just want to read one thing to you. He said, hang on, let's find that again. He says, you have recently had an opportunity to heal an old family wound or pattern. It's important to connect with your family and spirit so that you can set a new energy of love in place. White Eagle is bringing your ancestors through to you and allowing you to know that they are happy and well. He is sounding his sacred drums to clear your spirit. So that's what they're saying. Your spirit is being cleared. You are being divinely held and supported by your ancestors. Get out there and create the life that you want. You have worked hard. You've had faith. You've had determination. You've got the skills you need to attain your dreams. Now, what's stopping you? All right. Pile 1, I am getting so far ahead of myself. Pile 1, I hope that you enjoyed this. If you did, please be sure to give me a like, share, comment, or subscribe. I'd love for you to come on back. Be sure to let me know what you think about this channel, where we should go with the future of this channel, because I've just kind of sort of ignored it the last few months. So let me know what you think, okay? I love y'all so much. Y'all come on back next time. Until I see you again, y'all stay very happy, healthy, safe, and blessed. Bye, Pile 1. Bye, Pile 1. Welcome back, Pile 2. If you chose the purple skull, let's see what your passed on loved one has for you. Okay, so a card to represent your loved one. We have Saint Germain. So this is most likely a masculine loved one. It could have been a relative. But it doesn't have to be. So if it was a relative, it was a father, brother, uncle, cousin, or grandfather. It could have been a friend, a lover, a co-worker, just somebody that you knew. But this is a masculine energy, okay? And Saint Germain is a very interesting one because he represents karma releasing, and he tells you to move beyond the drama, to create your own path, and to make room for good energy. His message says that karma is the spiritual law of cause and effect. we experience many levels of karma. Some we inherit from our family, and some from the people that we keep helping out of problems that they keep creating. Saint Germain is here now to help you clear your energy so that you are no longer have the weight of the world or your loved one's world on your shoulders. Be aware that there is an old pattern that is leaving your life and creating space for something new and more loving to enter. Visualize yourself surrounded by a fiery violet cloak to release all the karma you no longer need. And that's what Saint Germain brings. He brings the violet flame, and so you can imagine just imagine this cloak, this purple cloak, putting it on around you. Imagine it lighting up in purple flame and dissolving any karma that is just no longer like it's been released. It's energy that no longer needs to be served because it's done, right? So these are old patterns, old habits that we don't need, that need to leave our life, okay? Old patterns and habits that we've created that need to leave our life. So this is somebody who is here, who is helping you to release your karma, to move beyond the drama and create your own path and to create room for good energy, okay? So this is a masculine male energy that is passed over, okay? So the message to you from him, when I asked him, looking back on his life, how did he see it? The Seven of Water, the Seven of Cups. Very much, this is somebody who spent a lot of time over analyzing, kind of was easily overwhelmed, may have had a lot of choices actually to be made. And this is somebody who may have been responsible for making a lot of choices. I do want to say that. So this could be a couple of ways this can go. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't. But this is a person who either A, was responsible, was very responsible, had to make a lot of choices on a daily basis. This feels like somebody who may have even, had a job that they had a lot of choices to be made. Alternatively, this could be somebody that had a difficult time making choices, may have got easily overwhelmed, may have even got in over their head, or had a lot of choices to be made. They may have had a hard time with overanalyzing, and may have even suffered from procrastination. Analyzation, procrastination, okay? So just take what resonates, leave what doesn't for this person, for you, okay? Card number 3, a lesson that they would like to share with you. It's very interesting. 6 of Earth, they're telling you they don't feel like they don't feel like they were very charitable to themselves in life, or it's either they didn't take care of their needs. It feels like they may have been somebody who gave a lot, okay? Like I said, this is somebody, it's very interesting. They're very much interested in helping you release your karma, right? And I feel like this person in their lifetime probably had to deal with a lot of karma, not only karma they created, karma that they brought into from their past life, and even karma that they acquired from helping out people who here's the thing, you pick up karma when you're helping somebody who has a lesson they're supposed to learn. Like if you are doing the work for them and they're not doing the work for themselves, you're going to take on their karma. Sorry. That's why you got to let little birdies kind of sometimes kick them out of the nest and let them go, okay? You got to let people figure it out for themselves, and that's why. And so this particular person, it feels like when they had their own life, and they may have had a little bit of drama. They may have found themselves kind of caught up in, there's the Taylor Swift line, I don't love the drama, but it loves me. I swear I don't love the drama, it loves me. It's kind of like that. It's like the drama seem to kind of find them sometimes, and may have kind of overwhelmed them. And because of that, they may not have always taken care of their own needs. Now, this is not to say they didn't always take care of other people, but they may not have focused on. And so a lesson that they would like to share here, you see this in reverse, it says charity and generosity, windfall. The message here is that in order to get what you want out of this life, you've got to focus not just on serving others, but you also have to serve yourself. It's about giving and receiving. You can't be imbalanced, because the number 6 is the number of balance, the balance of materialistic and the spiritualistic. Are you materialistically and spiritualistically balanced? Are you giving and receiving? It can't be too much of one or the other. It's about, like breathing. Life is an inhalation and exhalation. You can't hold your breath all the time, and you can't breathe out all the time. You got to have both to live, right? So you got to give and receive, okay? And that's really what the lesson they want to share with you. Focus on balancing your giving and receiving. All right, something they wish that they, during their lifetime, that they had paid more attention to. Now, this is a funny one. The Knight of Water, the Knight of Cups. We'll look at it from this energy here. This is funny. There's a couple things this could be. One, they may have had, they may not have really given their heart away. And, it says something they wish they, paid more attention to. Maybe they wish they focused less on a little bit of the drama and a little bit of the overwhelm. And they wish they'd taken more care of their needs. It looks like they may not have given their heart away as much as they wanted to. Or they may not have said how they felt. They may not have expressed how they felt. So they are realizing, they almost feel like they were showing how they felt about you by demonstrating. It's okay. Let me use this as an example. My grandfather never said I love you. This was just kind of a thing. Like it just wasn't normal to hear him say I love you. And he demonstrated to us very much. We all knew how much he loved us because he worked very, 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 very hard, and he took care of our needs. He worked, and that working really showed us how much he cared about us because we didn't want for anything, right? So it's like that. He feels like I showed you I loved you, but maybe I didn't tell you enough. Maybe I didn't directly give my love, show you really and express my emotions as much as I had. And also, if this was a lover, he feels like he may have not been as romantic as he wished he had. He had a lot more love for you than maybe he showed, and it just feels like he kind of got in over his head. This is kind of like being drowned by the waves energy. Just couldn't really, life just was very overwhelming. The drama sometimes got the best of him, and he did focus on taking care of everybody else, but he definitely didn't take care of his needs, nor did he necessarily show or say that he loved you as much as he demonstrated his love through actions of care, okay? So a message to you from them. This is such a beautiful message. It says, I have a new understanding. Ironically, I understand life so much better now that I'm not physically alive. Of course, my soul, like yours and everyone else's, is very much alive. In fact, I've learned that nothing can harm our souls because they are God's handiwork. Oh, sure, our emotions and our psyches can get wounded, but they are still a part of the human ego, so they can be healed with the right understanding. Basically, I've learned to have complete compassion for myself. I wasted so much time judging myself and others, and I held back because of insecurities that had no foundation. Now I see that there's nothing to fear at all because nothing bad can ever happen to you at a soul level. So please, learn from my experiences, live your life with joy and gusto. And so I really do feel like he kind of held back expressing his feelings, expressing his emotions, expressing his love. He was kind of afraid. And now he realizes, that, at a soul level, he has this new understanding that nothing can harm your soul, and so don't be afraid to stand up and to don't waste, life is short and precious. Don't waste your life judging others and judging yourself, okay? Because when you have complete compassion for yourself and for everyone and for the process of life, it makes it so much easier. It makes it so much sweeter, okay? And so there's nothing to fear at all because nothing bad can ever happen to you at a soul level. So go live your life with joy. Live your life with joy, okay? All right. A card number 6 asks, how are they doing on the other side? Oh, they're so good. Look at that. 9 of Earth, contentment, luxury, independence. This is a very happy, satisfied. It's like they said, they have a new understanding. They have nothing to fear. Their karma is now released because they're not carrying, your karma doesn't go with you to the other side. They are no longer, not taking care of their own needs. They're giving themselves compassion and they're not overwhelmed. They're no longer overwhelmed. Now they're content. Okay, they're enjoying a life of luxury. And that's another thing. It feels like they may never have gotten quite as far financially as they wanted to because they were always taking care of and always focusing on everybody else. And so now they're living a life of luxury. Ooh, my ears are ringing. Yes, yes, yes. Card number 7 asks, how will your loved one communicate with you in the future? Look at this. Card number 8, justice. And what does that say right there? Karma releasing. And so, this is very much about you and your karma. It may even be about some of the karma you have attached to this relative, because like I said, a lot of times your relatives share their karma with you. And so it could be that you will have some karma that is attached to this relative, and so they're asking you to please focus on releasing any karmic connections that no longer serve your best and highest good, any energetic cords between the two of you that no longer serve your best and highest good. Release that first of all. But the other thing is that you see it says fairness, the law, and karma here. This is justice card number 8. Is that right? I thought it was card number 11. I'm confused. I thought number 8 was strength. Very confusing. Pretty sure justice is card number 11. Number 11, this is those twin tower pillars, right? By standing tall, the ego is standing next to the intuition and being balanced, and about really trusting the intuition and the instinct and getting out of the way of the ego so you can hear your intuition. And so this is about really when you are needing to be balanced, call on your ancestor to help you really have the right response to help clear the karma. When you feel like you are, serving some kind of karmic debt, ask them to help come, identify it and release it. There's no reason you have to continue to hold on to it and to, make it a part of your story, is what they're saying. Okay. All right. So card number 8 asks how you can better honor your loved one in the future. And so I really, really love this. This is the star. That's Aquarius energy showing up here, by the way. And let's see, that's the only, justice. So this relative may have, or this loved one, this saint represented by Saint Germain, may have either been, could have been a Libra or an Aquarius. Okay, I guess those are the two major arcana showing up here. But how you can better honor your loved one in the future, it says to be awake to the awareness that you have created, okay? Be awake to the awareness that you co-created with the universe in this moment, okay? Go out and seek your own magic. Feel the magic within you, okay? The best way you can honor your loved one is to think outside the box, not keep yourself boxed in, and to really, step out in faith, to really trust when you are being inspired, that is the magic within you that is calling you out, that you have co-created that with the universe, and to have faith in it. Step out on that branch and take a risk. Okay, there is nothing to be afraid of. What do they say? There is nothing bad can ever happen to you at a soul level. So don't be afraid to take that risk. Be awake to the awareness that you have co-created in your life with this universe, and get out there and make that magic happen, okay? And the very last card for you is guidance for your path before we say goodbye. The 6 of air, the 6 of swords in release, or I'm sorry, in reverse. I saw relief down there, it threw me off. Relief, hope, and moving on. They're saying that it's probably time for you to get out of your own way, to quit looking back. It feels like you're holding yourself back. It feels like you're letting the past hold you back, and it feels like you're in your own way, and that it's time maybe now to find some hope and to move on. They're saying the only thing that's holding you back isn't, karma getting in your way, that they are definitely here to help you release this karma and to, move on past it. They're saying the only thing now that's getting in your way is yourself, okay? And that fear is the only thing that's holding you back, and that it's actually probably time now to move forward. That if you've been holding yourself back, stop giving yourself excuses and reasons and let go. It's time to move forward. It's time to sail forward, to have some hope, to seek some relief for yourself, and to let go of whatever it is that you're holding on to that no longer serves your best and highest good. Okay? All right. We want to thank you, Saint Germain, and whoever it is that is here with us. I am so grateful for you being here with me. I hope that you will come back and visit me again. Let me know what you think about the future of this channel. Where should it go? And if you haven't already, please like, share, comment, subscribe. I hope that you will. Y'all take care of yourselves, and I hope I get to see you again. Y'all, until I see you again, much love, joy, and happiness to you. Bye. And welcome back, pile 3. If you chose the Black Skull. Let's see what message the passed on loved one has for you. So card to represent the loved one who has passed over. We have Commander Ashtar. So this is a masculine energy and male energy. So it could have been, if it was a relative, it could have been a dad, a brother, an uncle, a cousin, or a grandfather, or it could have been a husband, a lover, a best friend, a co-worker, a schoolmate, a friend, just someone that, who is masculine. Now, I'm not saying the person represents it, but it is possible the person could have been blonde hair and blue-eyed. That's possible, but not likely, okay? This card represents a call to action, and they're telling you to take charge, lead by example, and walk the talk. The message to you from them says you are receiving a call to action, and you are being asked to step up and to create the changes that you want to see in this world. Divine inspiration is all around you, and Ashtar and his legion of cosmic angels are surrounding you, are standing by you to offer you loving support. Know that you are being encouraged to be honest, assertive, and true in a loving way. You may feel your ego trying to hold you back, but know that when you take the first step, the next one will soon follow. Take some time to connect to the universe by looking up at the stars, knowing that there are loving beings of light gazing back down on you. You are not alone. They want you to know. So the biggest thing is that your loved one, that's kind of a beautiful message, because I do that. I have a star that I have for my loved ones. Every time one of my loved ones passes over, I pick a star and assign it to them so I can go sit outside underneath the stars and talk to my loved one if I need to. And so that's kind of the message. They're saying, you're not alone. If you ever need to talk to me, look up. I'm right there. I'm in the stars, and I want to communicate, and I will be there with you, okay? Okay, so the first card asks, looking back on your life, Commander Ashtar, how do you see it? The King of Air. This person, he was very smart. He was very objective, very well respected. Could have been a leader of some kind. This comes across very much as a dad, a grandfather, a boss, some kind of energy like that, a husband, leader of some kind. But he also may have been somebody, the thing is about the King of Air, because they are so intelligent, sometimes they have a hard time seeing outside of their own limited viewpoint. And so this is somebody who also may have often thought that they were right when they were not always right. So this is somebody, I even like what it says right here. It says, take charge, lead by example, walk your talk. That's very much this King of Swords energy. It's knowledgeable, objective, and respected. So he felt like he learned a lot. He was very respected, very knowledgeable, very intelligent, but maybe not always as yielding as he should have been, okay? So question number three asks, a lesson, I love this, a lesson that he would like to share with you. The Ten of Water, the Ten of Cups. Focus on your family, count your blessings, and really put love first in everything you do. If you have not had this beautiful blessing come true, they're letting you know, because this is, a lesson they would like you to share. They would like to share is that, it feels like this is somebody who really focused on perhaps being a leader, being a boss, being knowledgeable and respectable. And so a lesson that he wants to share is, while wisdom is great, love is everything. And so please remember, start each day with gratitude. Count your blessings. If you want more blessings, you gotta acknowledge that they even exist. And so really focus on loving your family, keeping love at the center of all your choices, and count your blessings. Start your day with gratitude. That's a very big lesson they want to share with you. Something that they wish that they had paid more attention to: the Knight of Fire, the Knight of Wands. Confidence, passion, and adventure. It's very interesting. He was very intelligent, very objective, very well respected, probably a great leader, but it doesn't feel like he always had a great sense of adventure. And sometimes his passions didn't come across as very strong, and he didn't come across as very have strong passions or opinions, or even maybe not have been very adventurous. He may not have had a lot of confidence and taking kind of unnecessary risk. And so this is about, always make a plan going forward, but don't be afraid to take a risk. You can take a calculated risk, okay? And so, this is very much something they wish they paid more attention to, is that he wishes he had taken maybe a few more calculated risks and not been kind of afraid to see what would happen, okay? So a message to you from them. I really, this is one of my favorite messages in this book, because so many times we don't believe this to be true, okay? It was my time to go. I know that it feels like a dream that you can't wake up from, but please be reassured that every soul comes into this world at a predetermined time, and it also exits at the time that it's meant for its own growth. When I first came here, it was all just seemed too amazing to believe. But now that I see there's a larger force and an incredible order to everything in the universe, every soul has a cosmic plan that it must follow. What you might perceive as an accident is merely a step in the cosmic dance. So specifically, if the person that you loved passed away by an accident, they want you to know that it was not an accident. They were absolutely, it was their time to go. It was their exact time for their soul to go, to exit at the moment of their most ability to grow as their soul. And if they had stayed on this earth, their soul wouldn't have got much more advantage out of it. And that's why it was time for them to go. So please understand, it was not an accident. It was their time to go. Okay? All right. Card number 6, how are they doing on the other side? I'm a big fan of this one, the 10 of air, the 10 of swords. You see it says endings, recovery, and freedom. They are anything that was holding them back, anything that was keeping them way down, anything that was making them ill or physically, mentally, spiritually, or emotionally ill, anything that was holding them back that they maybe fear. Like I said, there may have been some fear that held them back. Even if they were a strong leader, there may have been fear. Anything that they weren't able to accomplish is no longer a barrier. Okay. All of that they've been set free. They are experiencing true freedom. They are fully healed. All the bad things have ended. And just know that your soul, there's never anything truly bad that can happen to your soul. Okay. Your soul cannot experience truly bad things. Your soul is this eternal life force that doesn't actually get attacked. It's your physical body. Okay. So know that their physical body, any limitations they had, have recovered from, and their soul is free, and they are very, they're recovered and happy, and they have all the time they could ever want to accomplish every dream they ever had now. And they're just free. They're doing really good. They're doing really, really well. Okay. Card number 7 asks how your loved one will communicate with you in the future. The ace, did not mean to pick that up in reverse. The ace of fire, the ace of wands. This is ideas and inspiration. They are going to give you sudden inspiration, sudden downloads. You're going to be trying to come up with a solution, and all of a sudden, bing, you've got the idea, or a great idea just out of nowhere pops into your head, and you have an amazing idea, especially an idea that really requires you to be a leader, to not be afraid, maybe even to take a calculated risk, to walk the talk, right? To lead by example and take charge. Right? Lead by example and take charge. This is kind of what they're going to be doing. They're going to be giving you these kind of divine downloads that tell you, hey, this is a good idea, and that's coming directly to you from them. All right. Card number 8 asks how you can better honor your loved one, and there is the World, Libra, in showing up here. I think this is our first and only major arcana, so your loved one may have been a Libra. Okay, may have been, not necessarily, but could have been a Libra. They really want you to focus on, first of all, if you've got a project that you've been kind of putting off, finish it. If there's something you've started that you haven't seen to completion, they're telling you that is a dream that is, kind of deferred. Get out there and get it done. The other thing is don't be afraid to step up and celebrate your accomplishments. One of the best ways you can honor your loved ones, it really does feel like they worked very hard. Okay. Feels like this is somebody who, was a leader and was in charge, was smart and intelligent, but it also feels like they didn't always celebrate their accomplishments, especially regarding their family and their loved ones. And it feels like they may have even gotten in their own way quite a bit. Okay. And so, and kind of held themselves back. And so what they want you to do is get out there and celebrate not just every accomplishment of your own. Make your own life a big damn deal. Invest in your own happiness, they were saying. But also, don't forget, your loved ones love you. Celebrate them too. Make every little victory a big victory. Make sure your loved ones never have to question that you're on the same court with them and you're right there by them, celebrating them, seeing them, honoring them. Because when you do that for them, they're going to do the same thing for you. Okay? And the very last card of this reading asks, guidance for you on your path before you say goodbye from with your loved one, the Page of Air, the Page of Swords. I really, really, really love this one because, you know, the message here is to be careful with your words, right? To make sure that you're speaking from kindness, not frustration. You know, if you have to give somebody a message, to try to not give it to you in an unkind way and to kind of put your emotions to the side. And or if somebody's coming to you with kind of sharp words, to kind of take the emotions off of it and just to hear the message, right? And you know, that they want you to know there is so much more for you to learn, and to know that as long as you are really considering, you know, we got this 10 of water here. Don't be afraid to take a calculated risk. There's so much for you to learn. You know, what does that say? Truthful, analytical, and outspoken. Right. You know, it begins and it ends with the king and the page here. But what they want you to remember is to be aware of your blessings and to pepper your words with love and to really sometimes take the emotions out of the conversations and to really come at, you know, focus on the problem, not the person per se. And that includes yourself. Give yourself compassion and don't be surprised if, you know, you have, you know, this is really, I'm surprised, I don't know even how I missed this. This is sitting right here beside this one. Don't be surprised if sudden new ideas and inspiration lead you to even new paths of new understanding, new learning, and new growth. And know when these new paths show up, that your loved one here, your loved one, they are standing right beside you and they are literally guiding you to this path so that you can be successful. Okay? All right, pile 3. It was such a joy and a pleasure to be here with you. If you haven't already, please be sure to give me a like, share, comment, subscribe. Y'all come on back. Let me know what you think about the future of my channel, what I should do, where I should go, what kind of readings you would like to see, how can I serve you better, okay? All right, pile 3, y'all come on back. Until next time I see you, y'all stay happy, healthy, safe, and blessed. Love you, pile 3.